Greetings students, this is Subhasis Sandilya, and today in computers we are going to discuss about the advantages and disadvantages of multimedia. Again, before we start the class, let me remind you once again that if you have any doubt regarding the concepts of today's period, please try to clear it by today itself. My phone number and my WhatsApp number are on the screen. If you need, pause the video, note down the numbers, and you can contact me regarding doubts today itself during this period. Also note that if your doubts are not cleared by today itself, then you can clear your doubts in the next computer class. Making that clear, let us move on to the advantages and disadvantages of multimedia. First of all, let us discuss the advantages. So, one of the advantages of multimedia is that it enhances the effects of presentations. Whenever we want to present something, a concept, use of multimedia enhances its effects. For example, in this very presentation, if there were no pictures at all, then you would feel bored. Including pictures and videos, like I did in the mathematics class, that makes the presentation more presentable. So the first advantage of using multimedia is that multimedia enhances the effects of presentation. The second advantage is it can be used for educational as well as entertainment purpose. So during our last class, when we discussed the use of multimedia, if anyone has forgotten what we did in the last class, please go to that video, revise it once again if you wish. Okay, now in our last class we have discussed the use of multimedia. In the uses of multimedia, we got both education and entertainment. So multimedia can be used both in education as well as in entertainment purpose. That is another advantage of multimedia. The third advantage of multimedia is that multimedia presentation convey information effectively. Now, again I am giving you the simplest of example, this presentation itself. It is a combination of text and audio. Now, if I have not mixed both the elements of multimedia, again let me remind you, we have already discussed the elements of multimedia in our previous videos. If anyone has forgotten that, please go back to those videos, revise it once again. Now, if I had given only the pictures with the text on it without any voiceover, then it might have been difficult for you to understand. It will just be like reading a book. But when I mixed the text and my voice, that is a audio or sound, when I mixed the text and the audio, then the presentation becomes more understandable. Now you are being able to understand more because I mixed two multimedia elements in one presentation. So what purpose it serves? It serves the purpose that the concept is getting conveyed onto you more effectively. So the third advantage of multimedia is that multimedia presentation convey information effectively. The fourth advantage of multimedia is that It gives the user more control over the delivery of contents like speech, presentation, etc. So, what it says is that when you use multimedia in a presentation or to present something, it gives you control over the delivery of contents. Now, since again I am giving you the example of this very presentation, see, now I can control when I move on from one slide to the other, when my voice recording starts and when my voice recording should pause and when my voice recording should start playing again. All this can be controlled by me. That means the creator of the presentation. So, the fourth advantage of using multimedia is that using multimedia gives the users more control over the delivery of contents like speech, presentation, etc. Now, if you wish, you can think of more advantages of multimedia. But from examination point of view, if you write this much, that will be enough. Saying that, let us move on to the disadvantages of multimedia. So, like everything, multimedia uses also has their disadvantages. See, whenever something has some advantages, it might have some disadvantages. Now, multimedia also has its own set of disadvantages. The first disadvantage of using multimedia is that it is very complex to create. Again, I am giving you the same example. This very presentation. This presentation, how it was complex to create. Let me tell you. I had to record the voice separately. I had to make each and every slide separately. Then I had to combine both the audio and the pictures so that this presentation comes to life. So it is a very complex process to create this very simple presentation. Now think how complex it would be if I had to make a video, put it inside this. That thing I have already done in the mathematics classes. So think about that. How complex it would be to mix text, video and audio. Now take it a step further. Think about animation. The animation movies. You mix text, audio, video, animation, everything together. So how complex that would be? Think about it. So that is one of the disadvantages of using multimedia. That is, it is very complex to create. The second disadvantage of multimedia is that it is not always compatible. So what is compatibility? See, in some devices, some file formats doesn't work. To understand this, let me give you another example. Say you have got a movie on your pen drive from a friend. You come to your home and let us say you have a VLC media player in your computer. Now you try to play the movie in VLC media player and VLC media player is saying that this file format cannot be recognized. Sometimes that happens, right? So you call up your friend and ask him, what kind of movie have you given? It is not playing. But your friend will say that it is playing very well in my phone, my desktop. So sometimes what happens, some kind of file formats doesn't work in each and every device until and unless some special softwares, some special plugins are there. That is the second disadvantage of multimedia, that it is not always compatible. The third disadvantage of using multimedia is that developing multimedia titles calls for cost, skill and time. So when we are making a multimedia project, it takes a lot of money. It takes a certain set of skills and it takes a lot of time. Again, let me quote the same example, making of this very video. See, to make this video, I am using my laptop, which has a certain set of softwares installed in it. So, the cost of my laptop, the cost of the electricity charge, all that are being used. Without those things, I couldn't have made this presentation. Then comes the skill. If I didn't have a certain set of skills to create this multimedia project, then you couldn't have seen this presentation. So developing multimedia title calls for cost and skill. Now the time part. Let me tell you this. Let us say today my classes ends at 1:20 p.m. That means in the afternoon 1:30 p.m. I had my lunch and I start working for tomorrow's videos from 3 p.m. let us say. If I start working from 3 p.m. then it will take me around 4 to 5 hours to complete one video. So let us say if I am working for one video and I start working at 3 p.m. then my first video will be completed by 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 p.m. Then without taking rest, let us say I start working from 8 p.m. for the second video, then take around 5 hours again. That means up to 1 a.m. after midnight I have to work to make 2 videos every day for my students. So developing multimedia projects and titles takes a lot of time. So that is the third disadvantage. Developing multimedia titles calls for cost, skill and time. Now the fourth disadvantage of multimedia is that multimedia on the web requires the use of plugins and other helper application. Now sometimes what happens when you are trying to see a video or trying to play a game online, I'm not talking about offline videos and offline games, I'm talking about online games and online videos. When you are trying to see an online video or trying to play an online game, sometimes what happens, the website says that you don't have the certain plugin to play this video. If you wish, you can download from here and a link will be provided to you. So that is the problem. Some multimedia requires some extra plugins and some extra applications to be downloaded until and unless it can be accessed. That is another disadvantage of multimedia. So the fourth disadvantage of multimedia is multimedia on the web requires the use of plugins and helper applications. So that is all about the concepts that I had to give today. Let us move on to some questions and answers. Now The question is, write a brief note on each of the terms given above. Number 1, file format. Number 2, animation. Number 3, video. Number 4, text. If you want to try it yourself, pause the video and try to write a few lines, whatever you remember, and try to compare it with the answers that I am going to provide later on. See, these things, file format, animation, video and text, are already been discussed in our previous videos. So if you wish, you can go back to those videos and revise it also. Let us move on to the answers part. File format. Each of the 5 elements has various standard file formats. A file format describes the way data is stored in a file. It defines how the data is organized in the file as well as the type of data that the file contains. The format will allow you to decide of the type of text, graphic, audio, video and animation file to use when developing your own multimedia program. If you wish, you can pause the video and note this down. Again, let me remind you, I am not asking you to note this down and send it to me. No, I am not asking you to do that. I am asking you to note down the answers so that even if you don't have the access to the mobile phone or the laptop or the internet, then also you can read from what you have written. That is why I am asking you to note this down. Please don't send this to me. Don't do this, writing and clicking pictures and sending to me. Please don't do that. I'll ask you whenever, then only you will send. Moving on to the next answer. Animation. Animation is a process of making a static image look like it is moving. It is the rapid display of the sequence of images of 2D or 3D artwork or model position that creates an illusion of movement. Animation visually enhances a multimedia project. Common animation formats are .swf, .wmv, .flv, etc. Let us move on to the next answer. If you need more time, pause the video and take the note. Video. A video is unedited material filmed by any movie camera or recorded by a video camera. Video dramatizes and enhances the impact of your multimedia application. Various video formats are .avi, .fla, etc. If you need more time, pause the video and take the note. I am moving on to the next answer. Text. Text is the basic element of multimedia. It is one of the most widely used and flexible means of presenting any information on the screen. Various file formats of text are .txt, .doc, .rtf, etc. If you wish to take down the note, pause the screen, take down the note. I am moving on to the next slide. Now, in the table above, tick whether the given file extensions are used for graphic, video, text or animation. So, here on the left hand side, you are given a set of file extensions and you have to decide what kind of file extension is that. The file extensions on the screen are .png, .txt, .wav, .doc, .gif, .swf, .mp3 and .avi. If you need time, pause the video and try it yourself. But let me remind you, don't take more than 2 minutes to solve this. Try to remember the file extensions that I have shown you with the definitions of different things in the previous video. It will be like an exercise for you, and if you don't remember, I will give you the answers. If your answers doesn't match properly, then try to going back to the previous video and do a revision. So the options given are graphic, video, text, animation, audio. Graphic means image. Okay, so you can read it like this also: image, video, text, audio and animation. You have to decide which file extension it belongs to which multimedia element. If you need time, pause the video. I am moving on to the answers. So .png is graphic, that means a image. .txt is text. .wav is audio. .doc is text again. .gif is graphic. .swf, that is a animation file extension. .mp3 of course audio, and .avi is a video file extension. There were 8 file extensions. If you had done 6 or more correctly, then it's okay. But if you have done less than 6 number of correct answers, then please revise the previous video once again. Try to find out the answers to each of the file extensions. Okay, try to do that. That will make you revise the whole chapter once again. That will be better for you. Moving on. Now this is an interesting question. Okay, use the internet to find a website related to education and also write a brief description. So now, education was one of the uses of multimedia. Like education, there were many different uses to multimedia that we have discussed in the previous video. So this thing, I'm showing you only the education part. Education, write the name of the website and write the description of the website. So if you wish, you can find out a website to all of the uses of multimedia using the internet, and you can also find out their brief descriptions. If you wish, do it in your own time. Okay, I'm not giving you any assignment. If you wish, you can do that. Now coming back to the question at hand. Use internet to find a website related to education and also write a brief description. So what I did, I took out Google and searched websites for education purpose, and then whatever I found, I wrote down in the answers. So edx.org, edx.org, that is the name of the website that I selected, and the description of the website is: this website can be most preferred by the students as it was founded by Howard University and MIT in 2012. So like this, if you wish, you can find out name of a website and their description of the other uses of multimedia. The other uses of multimedia means like in entertainment, in business, all those things. If you wish, you can find out a website to each of those things. So, this actually concludes our first chapter. Our first chapter of this tier is complete. If you have any doubt, as I said earlier, you can contact me today during this period, or you can call me up in our next computer class. So in our next class, what we will do, there will be a doubt clearing session. I'll give you 10 to 15 minutes to clear your doubts. Whatever doubts have been left out, you can clear it during that session. After that, I'm going to start the second chapter. With this, I hope that you have understood everything, and if you have understood everything and there are no doubts, then 50% of the syllabus of this tier is complete. Thank you everyone.